January 5th, 2012. On a notorious board of the infamous website 4chan, a completely anonymous user posts an image. Written on that black and white picture were a few chilling sentences. "We are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have devised a test. There is a message hidden in this image. Find it, and it will lead you on the road to finding us. We look forward to meeting the few that will make it all the way through. Good luck. 3301. At first glance, ordinary internet users dismissed it as just another internet prank or a troll. But for those who lived for cryptography and code breaking, it was an irresistible challenge. Little did they know, they were about to step into a rabbit hole so deep that its bottom remains undiscovered even today, 14 years later, in 2026. This was no ordinary game. This was Cicada 3301, the most complex, mysterious, and terrifying puzzle in the history of the internet. A puzzle so intricate that it stripped the world's finest hackers and mathematicians of their sleep. And the biggest question of all? To this day, no one officially knows who was behind Cicada 3301. Was it the CIA, the NSA, or a shadowy underground hacker cult? Today, we are diving into the absolute depths of this mystery. We will uncover every clue, every layer, and the ultimate fate of those who actually manage to solve it. So, buckle up, because this story will forever change the way you look at the internet. To crack the very first puzzle, the internet sleuths used a technique known as steganography. In simple terms, it's the art of concealing a file, message, or image within another file. When hackers opened the raw data of the image in a text editor, they discovered a hidden code embedded at the very end of the file string. Once decrypted, it revealed a message. Remember Tiberius Claudius Caesar? Go 4 places back. Anyone with a basic understanding of cryptography immediately recognized this as a Caesar cipher, a method the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar used to send secret military dispatches by shifting letters by a fixed number. Here, the prompt instructed them to go 4 places back. When the hackers used this cipher to decode the URL hidden within the image file, a new link appeared on their screens. But the moment they clicked it, they were left utterly baffled. Yes, Cicada 3301 was testing them from step 1, filtering out those who blindly followed links from those who could think deeply. The real clue was hidden elsewhere. The hackers realized that the decrypted text from the first image contained specific words that, when run through a mathematical pattern, yielded a completely different web address. When they finally reached the correct destination, there was no text. Instead, they were greeted by a massive countdown timer. And right in the center of the screen glowed that iconic emblem, the cicada symbol. When the countdown hit 0, the puzzle shattered the boundaries of the virtual world and crashed into physical reality. This was the exact moment the world realized Cicada 3301 could not be the work of a lone hacker. Behind it lay immense funding and a massive, globally synchronized network. Because suddenly, the website published a list of highly specific GPS coordinates. When internet users rushed to these exact physical coordinates across the US, Poland, France, Russia, and South Korea, they found physical posters slapped onto lampposts and walls. Printed on them was the familiar cicada insect logo and a QR code. Think about the sheer scale of this. To find the next clue to an internet game, you had to physically walk down a dark street in Texas or an alleyway in Seoul at midnight to scan a QR code. This triggered absolute chaos in the hacker community. It meant that members of Cicada 3301 were physically present in all of these countries, precisely mapping coordinates and planting these posters. Those who scanned the QR codes were directed to a voicemail number. When dialed, a synthesized voice answered, saying, "To find the next clue, you must find the magic prime numbers hidden within the life cycle of the actual cicada insect." The life cycle of a cicada insect has a fascinating biological trait. They spend 13 or 17 years dormant underground before emerging, both of which are prime numbers. Using these prime numbers as a key, hackers decoded the next clue. But this time, Cicada 3301 pushed them off the surface web entirely. They were ordered to enter the Tor network, the dark web. Upon accessing a highly secure page on the dark web, they were met with a stern warning. "We want the leaders, not the followers. Only the first few to arrive here will be selected for our ultimate test." At this stage, Cicada 3301 abruptly shut down the puzzle for the general public. They left a final message. "We have found the highly intelligent individuals we were looking for. Our journey ends here." Suddenly, the entire internet community was left in the dark. Those who had spent days and nights obsessing over the puzzles were devastated. Had anyone actually made it to the end? What happened to them? For years, only rumors circulated, but eventually, the silence was broken by Marcus Warner, a brilliant young programmer. He was one of the fortunate, or perhaps unfortunate, few chosen ones who made it to the final stage. According to interviews later given by Marcus, those who reached the end were given a unique cryptographic key and invited into a hidden forum on the dark web. There, representatives of Cicada revealed that they were neither a criminal syndicate nor a government agency. Instead, they claimed to be a decentralized collective of free thinkers dedicated to protecting privacy, freedom of speech, and cryptography on the internet. They were assigned a project to build a software system that would render internet censorship completely obsolete. However, Marcus noted that as the project progressed, internal ideological conflicts broke out between the mentors and the recruits. Suddenly, the secret forum vanished from the dark web forever. If you think the story ends there, you are mistaken. In 2014 and 2015, Cicada 3301 returned. And this time, they brought their masterpiece, the Liber Primus. In Latin, it translates to the first book. This was no ordinary book. The 58-page manuscript was written entirely in ancient Nordic runes. It represents an eccentric blend of Cicada's inner philosophy, advanced mathematics, and cryptography. The world's top cryptologists have spent years working day and night, yet they have only managed to decode 17 out of the 58 pages. What was uncovered in those 17 pages made many realize this wasn't just a hacker group. It read like a modern digital religion or philosophy, preaching human existence, information theory, and digital liberation from centralized entities. The remaining 41 pages remain completely unreadable and unsolved to this day in 2026. Cicada 3301 has officially stated that until every single page of the Liber Primus is decoded, no new puzzles will be released, and their ultimate secret will remain locked. This brings us to the ultimate question. Who exactly is Cicada 3301? Maintaining such a flawless global network, utilizing elite-level mathematics, and executing top-tier dark web security is impossible for an ordinary individual. Years of investigations and expert analyses have left us with three primary theories. Theory 1. Government intelligence agencies, CIA, NSA, MI6. The most popular theory is that this was a highly sophisticated recruitment drive engineered by the US NSA or the CIA. During the Cold War, British intelligence agencies used to print complex crosswords and puzzles in newspapers to recruit elite codebreakers who wouldn't fit into a standard interview box. Cicada was likely doing the exact same thing for the digital age. hunting for the world's best hackers. Theory 2. Dark web syndicates and cyber corporations. Many believe this was not the work of a state government, but rather a high-profile cyber-mercenary group, an elite, international underground organization of hackers for hire, recruiting the brightest minds to design uncrackable security systems or breach them for major banks, corporations, or dark web black markets. Theory 3. The Cypherpunks. The most widely accepted and thrilling theory is that Cicada 3301 is an extremist offshoot of the cypherpunk movement. These are genius mathematicians and programmers who firmly believe that no government or bank should control human data. They seek to build a completely independent, decentralized, and cryptographic new world. The philosophy of the Liber Primus heavily supports this theory. Since 2015, no verified messages have come from Cicada 3301. While thousands of fake accounts across the internet have claimed to be Cicada, none of their digital signatures or PGP keys have ever matched the original. Cicada 3301 vanished into thin air just as abruptly as they had arrived. Did they achieve their goal? Are they currently deep within the dark web building a new digital world with their chosen elite? Or are they simply waiting for someone to decode the final page of the Liber Primus? The answer may never be known, but one thing is certain. As long as the internet exists, the mystery of Cicada 3301 will remain the ultimate, most captivating challenge to human intelligence.